Guys, Kevin Kreider. More than just muscle. I want to talk to you about Hugh Jackman and his intermittent fasting, what he did for his role for Wolverine. So he's done this a few times, and well, I think it's a lifestyle now actually, and he gets ripped and shredded, and he does it with intermittent fasting along with a bunch of other stuff. What fascinated about his intermittent fasting that I wanted to share with you is when you intermittent fast and you work out first thing in the morning. He worked out around 7 or 8 a.m. and he broke his fast at 10 p.m. right after he was done working out. And then he would eat all his meals until 6 p.m. So he'd have a nice little 8-hour window to eat all his meals. And you can do the same thing when you do intermittent fasting and you want to work out first thing in the morning. Now, some of you might not have that luxury to actually work out at 8. Most people have to be at work by 8 or 9, so maybe you work out at 6 or 7. So you have two options for this. What you could do is cut your fasting window until 5 p.m. and then 5 p.m. until 9 a.m. you have that fasting period. And then what you would do is work out at 7, you're done by 8, and you have your first meal by 9. It's not a big deal waiting after an hour or two after you're done working out. That metabolic window doesn't really matter. It just matters if you get nutrition or calories within 24 hours after you're done doing strength training. When you're depleting your muscle glycogen, your body will refuel itself. It's kind of silly to think that your body's not going to officially refuel nutrients into your muscles if you don't have it within 24 hours. It's kind of silly when you think about it because your body is a survival mechanism. It wants to survive. What's it going to say? No thank you, carbohydrates, because it's not within the anabolic window. No, it's not going to do that. It's going to take it in, it's going to absorb it like a sponge, especially in a caloric deficit. Let's just say you work out at 5 or 6 a.m. Then the same thing, what you would do is possibly have a piece of fruit until about 10 a.m. and then at 10 a.m. or you would have it at 9 a.m. and then 10 a.m. you would have your first meal, you'd break your fast. Or if you're really balls to the walls, really efficient at intermittent fasting, you could work out at 6 a.m., get done at 7, and then you could fast until 12 p.m. 12 p.m. and just have little pieces of fruit in between that, or branched chain amino acids afterwards, about 5 to 10 grams, and then you would have your first meal at 12, and then you could have it until 8. It's a little bit harder when you get lower on body fat percentages, so I don't recommend that. If you're below 8% body fat, it gets really hard to do that, especially if you have to be mentally efficient to do work or meet up with people, or you need social skills. That's it. That's how you do intermittent fasting if you are going to do it like Hugh Jackman, and he does it first thing in the morning, work out, and then a lot of coffee before he works out as well. So you want to use that for an efficient tool for intermittent fasting. Hope you guys liked my YouTube video. Please subscribe. You can also download the free intermittent fasting handbook. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you soon.